This is going to be trading plan number 3. Looking at the 6 hours chart over here, for Thursday and Friday, I think we are going to attack this lows here for ES and probably gravitate down into this level here. This is the weekly fair value gap. ES has not tagged into that particular fair value gap yet, and right now it seems like we are wanting to gravitate towards there. For today and tomorrow, there is 8:30 and 10 o'clock news drivers. So to me, this is going to be an expansion last 2 days for the week. For NQ, I think it can run into the 75% and completely fill up this volume, or not volume, but liquidity void down here. This was my initial weekly forecast objective. For ES, I'm only looking at the weekly fair value gap. Maybe it wants to tag into this level here, but I would only be focusing over here, and then I'll see how it reacts. So far, we have taken out this swing low for ES and NQ. To me, this is not something that that is very significant. What is significant is that we have SMT on the highs between ES and NQ. NQ took out the Monday's high, whereas ES traded up into that rejection block and then fails to trade higher. On the 6 hours, we don't really have a very clear price action to be able to derive any PD arrays from. The only PD array that I can see over here right now is that we have this volume imbalance here. The other thing is that we have closed back down below this 2 up close candles that took out this swing high right here. So these 2 up close candles can be reused to send the price lower. In that case, I would like to put my fibs like this so that I can gauge how high and how far it's supposed to trade into the order block, and how far do I not want it to trade up above, to validate the idea that we are going to go lower. So to me, I don't think we should take out this swing high. This swing high itself is also SMT. If you take a look closer at NQ's 12 o'clock candles high, it did not attack the 6 o'clock candles high as compared to ES. So this to me is another SMT on the lower time frames that supports the idea of price wanting to gravitate lower. Heading down into the 90 minutes, or should I just use the 1 hour? Yeah, I'm gonna use the 1 hour for the weekly profile here. Right. So for the 1 hour, we have this particular up close candle. This is your SMT. I'm gonna remove this for now, right? And this as well to make things clearer. SMT on the highs. Over here, lower high for NQ. And then you have this up close candle, and this up close candle for ES. Okay, let me take a look on the 90 minutes. Do we have S&P? Oh, we do. Okay, I'm gonna use the 90 minutes instead. It's pretty much the same except for the green candles here. Yeah, except for this green candle here. Alright, so right now what I'm waiting for is similar to yesterday's. I'm looking for SMT on the highs, especially above Asia's high. Right now we only have Asia's high to work with. I don't think we are going to take out the previous PM session's high. So we only have Asia's high to work with if we are looking at the 6 hours candle. So that would be the best if right now during London we can take out Asia's high and form SMT and then confirm or validate the price in terms of order flow, and then I can take a short down into this lows for ES. That's what I want to do. So where is Asia's high? Asia's high is right up here. This high right here. Is it possible to trade all the way up here, disregarding this fair value gap? It is totally possible because right now we are in a accumulation profile, consolidation profile. We have not entered an expansion profile. So anything is possible here because we are still within this dealing range high and dealing range low. We're still within this range here. And if you take the fibs and you put it on the range above this high, this is very near to equilibrium, which is usually where price will like to draw to always when it's in a consolidation profile. So this is very possible. At the same time, we have this volume imbalance right here. So this to me, it's a little bit tricky, I would say. It's not very obvious in terms of PD arrays. How would you frame it and stuff like that? It's not obvious at all. It's very, very tough. So I think if I don't see any obvious price action, like a very clear one-sided price action during London, I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna wait for the New York session, because since we have two news drivers in the New York session, I think we are going to have a very nice expansion even on the quarters, if I don't have the 6 hours, right? So similar to what I did for yesterday, I can do the same as for today as well, using the 90 minutes candles as my draw on liquidity rather than the 6 hours candle. But obviously the 6 hours candle is a much better draw on liquidity because you get to capture a larger range in terms of the move, right? So right now I'm gonna take on the approach of wait and see, and I'll let the price do what it thinks, do what it wants to do, and then I'll evaluate again. So heading into London session I'm neutral, but heading into New York session I'm bearish. Okay, and that's it.